The title race is reignited this weekend again, but this time maybe with an advantage for Arsenal because Arsenal plays on Saturday while Manchester City plays on Monday. Who knows? If Arsenal can open a 6-point gap on Saturday, maybe just maybe the pressure can get to Manchester City on Monday. Is that what you're hoping for today?
No, it's not about what we're hoping for. That's what's going to happen anyways. Because though we are playing against a very good Fulham team, but it's a winnable game for us. Considering our current form right now, at least I think we are bouncing back from the shamble team we were pulling up in the past few weeks. So I'm looking at the amount of players we have available right now. Timber is available now. Calafiori is back. Eze is fit. Gyökeres is fit. Odegaard 50-50. Saka is back. So I think most of our players are back. So and we know at the back of our mind that we need to win that game. So just go there, do what you need to do, try and find an early goal, then seal up your win and have a clean sheet.
Now this is where the issue comes, Chola. There's Atletico de Madrid on Tuesday, and there's Fulham on Saturday. Who drops? Who starts? Or does it start the same team that started Atletico de Madrid, or does it change it? How much of change? Considering the fact that Atletico de Madrid, which is even more important now at this point.
At least we know what the kind of coach Arteta is. He'll probably start it with some of the players that started on Tuesday.
Sure.
So he's still going to start the strong leg.
Maybe Saka comes in this time.
Maybe. So if you are expecting any player to
maybe Trossard comes in this time.
Well, maybe he's just going to drop maybe
White,
1 or 2 players.
May likely be dropped. Captain may likely be dropped.
He's going to keep using the people he's using because he believes those are the people that are giving the results. So if he's going to drop any player, maybe just 1 or 2. So still expect close to the same lineup that played against.
Any form of change being expected in the midfield, or is it going to be Zubimendi, Rice again? These guys have played too many games this season.
Aside from
he bought Nogard. Now, if you don't trust the player, why go into the market and get him? Nogard has hardly played. If he has played in the midfield this season for us now, even in all tournaments, I don't think he's up to 2-3 times.
If you are going to try the new signing at the moment, not at this situation.
I think we should have been using him for me. You're not going to trust the player. Why go get him? Nogard was a proven Premier League player at Brentford. He was the captain of Brentford, so he can hold his own in the Premier League game.
At this present situation for Arteta wouldn't want to gamble to risk a player at this particular moment.
Even when they lose form.
Yes, his focus is on the Champions League and the EPL. So at this point, my advice for him is he should keep maintaining the winning team that has given him the results so far so good.
What about fatigue?
If you look at our previous 4-5 games, I don't think Arteta trusts any player to play an overseas right now than Declan Rice. Even Zubimendi is no longer playing an overseas. If you critically watch our games now, Zubimendi is playing at the right CM, let me put it that way. So our number 6 right now is back to Declan Rice. So and I don't think Nogard can play in that position. So Zubimendi is only supporting Rice on the 6 now. So we need, I think, and the working relationship between those two, I think, is very good. So he won't want to just like him using Saliba and Gabriel. You can't, in as much as you are not expecting him to bench Saliba or Gabriel and start Mosquera in camp play of the CB, I don't think you expect him to change to make that Declan too.
So those 4 players are practically going to play until they can play no more.
I think
exactly.
Personally, I feel I'm going to disagree a little with that. If Arteta ends up not winning the league this season, I'm one of the few people that will fault him for not spreading pressure around his team. Yeah, he didn't spread the pressure. It's one thing to be in the dressing room and tell the players, let's go. I believe in you using so many examples to pull them up psychologically. Then at the end of the day, some still know that they won't play.
So they don't feel part of the
pressure is not being spread around. Like you are still going to use this even when they drop form.
So even when he's talking, some players feel like he's talking to some set.
Some believe they are part of them, some are not part of them.
So if he's going to cheer everybody up and use every analogy I used to bring everybody up, but definitely some people still know deep down that they are not going to play. So and in situations whereby some players are not a good form and you keep playing them. The problem of Arsenal is creativity. I know they will win Fulham and they destroy Fulham. They are at the stage whereby they need to be destroying teams. When last they destroy it? So the creativity is there's a decadence in the creativity.
The
And
creativity has dropped.
how the output they have is coming down. And this is not the point it should come down because you have a Man City that I can still tell you they can destroy teams. So now if they can beat Fulham, fine. But they need to beat Fulham 3-0 or 4-0.
Man City plays Everton on Monday.
Yeah.
This is not a difficult game for Man City, right?
It is.
This is not a game and it's at the Etihad. So this is not a game. Is it at the Etihad or the Hugh?
It's at the Dixon Stadium.
Oh, okay, Hugh Dickinson. All right. So is this a game that you could, when Arteta is plotting and when Arsenal fans are plotting, they are looking at, okay, these are the kind of teams that should be able to take point off Manchester City. Okay. Is this one of the games where Man City could possibly drop points?
I don't think Man City is ready to drop any point at this moment. Man City is ready to give everything it takes.
And they are playing once a week.
Well, they are playing once a week. They are out of Champions League. All what they focus on is the league. So at this point, it will be difficult for Man City to drop point or to lose any game. At the end of the day, it will be funny if you see Man City scoring 3 goals, 4 goals. They want to make sure they have everything it takes to be the champion of the league.
There may be a banana peel this weekend. Fulham is a very difficult team for Arsenal. As a matter of fact, Marcus Silva, I think, with Mikel Arteta, he has higher chance of winning Mikel Arteta. So also is Everton also a very difficult team for Man City to beat, even most times. And going to the Dixon Stadium, Everton are still looking forward to go to Europe, either Conference, Europa, or Champions League. I think they're in this. I think they're in the top 8 also. So they are looking. They are a team that they are also chasing something. So it's not as if you are playing against a mid-table, a comfortable mid-table team. So also is Fulham. I think Fulham is in the 9th position right now. So both matches, aside from the two teams looking out to win the league, they are not playing against a team that are not aiming. They
don't have anything.
Yes, they also have a target. So it's not going to be an easy game for both teams. But fortunately for Arsenal, I think the only fortunate thing for Arsenal coming to this game is that Arsenal will be playing first. If Arsenal can win their game, there will be two pressures on Man City. Aside from them winning that game, they'll also be looking at Arsenal having 6 points ahead of them. Even though there are 2 matches to be played, but at least they'll be seeing that 6 points, and they'll still be playing against a team that also wants to win them. It's not as if Everton will not be going to that game, though Everton may see a draw as a very good result for them anyways. But it's not as if they are coming from a position whereby even if they lose, they'll still saying that we lose to a very good team. Because they know they need to win if they have a hope of going to Europe next season.
So, banana peel everywhere.
Honestly.
All right, and let's talk about Chelsea. Wow, it is what it is. It looks like it's a new dawn at Chelsea, Alex. But then they take on Nottingham Forest that is on fire. But also, a Nottingham Forest that has to think about UEFA Europa League against Villa on Thursday. So can Chelsea continue what they started in the FA Cup? Or is their resurgence limited to FA Cup alone?
No, Chelsea are back. And I can assure you, and it's not going to be an easy game for Chelsea. For Nottingham Forest, all their focus, they will be playing on Thursday as well. But I can assure you, Chelsea will be coming back and better. At the end of the day, Chelsea will be winning that game. It might be a 1-0 game, but at the end of the day, it will be in favor of Chelsea.
So personnel change. Do you think that those who started, like Garnacho, will keep his place in the starting 11? Who else could come into the starting 11? Romeo Lavia also keeps his place in the starting 11 ahead of Andre Santos. Maybe also Tosin Adebayo also still keeps his place ahead of Wesley Fofana.
I think Santos should come in this. I think Lavia should sit on the bench and Santos should come in.
You didn't give a good account of himself against Leeds?
No, what you are expecting as a game.
We needed Lavia against Leeds because we needed his physical characteristics to get out of press. And Leeds, they love to press a lot. They press high on the pitch and they are very aggressive. So in situations where you can't do it with short passes, you have to have a player that can use his physicality to. And talking about Chelsea, it's up to them. It's up to them. As much as I'm disappointed, I'm very disappointed. But at the same time, I can't see their back.
That one victory over Leeds United.
Yes, I can't trust them with just one victory. Well, maybe when they win Nottingham, we can start talking about them being back.
I don't think you can even judge them with this match. Looking at the amount of pressure on Nottingham Forest right now, I think Nottingham Forest is 6 points above the relegation zone, and at the same time they are still competing in the Europe. So I think it's a very difficult.
But it's a team in form.
Yes, I know.
It's a
But
team
very
that
difficult position
just
for
won
them.
5-0
They'll be playing on Thursday.
And they will play on Monday.
They'll play on Monday and they'll still play on Thursday again.
So they have to rest players.
Do you understand? Do they have the personnel?
I don't think as a coach who have something at stake at this point, I don't think you have to focus on a particular game for a game. All you have to do is put in your best leg, your first level that you believe they can give you the result. You don't have to suspend the particular game for a particular. If you're focusing on a particular game, at the end of the day, you lost the game. What do you have to say?
And one of the things that will put Victor Pereira, their manager, in a difficult position is the result of this first leg against Villa. If they can have a convincing win, probably he may still deploy his full squad against Chelsea to try to win that game too. But if he have probably a draw or a narrow win or even lost this first leg, he may want to prioritize the second leg against Villa than the Chelsea match. You never can tell.
And of course, maybe a little bit of bonus. Tottenham Hotspur plays Aston Villa. Is this the weekend where the relegation is confirmed?
They
go to the Villa Park.
Villa Park. Well, there's nothing special at Villa Park. But I must be sincere with you. This is a situation whereby it will be difficult for Tottenham. And like as Aston Villa is ready to give all it takes to make sure they overcome the match and they have their 3 points. And having 3 points.
Remember, Villa also is trying to get into the Champions League.
Exactly. So 3 points in that match give us an ahead of the Champions League.
Is this time for Unai Emery to prioritize? In the sense that when you look at it, realistically, he has secured Europe in England. Focus on Champions League. Focus on Europa League. If you focus on Europa League, even if you drop in Premier League, you still enter Champions League one way or the other.
That was also what I was about to say because they're also in a difficult position, playing against Forest, first leg, playing Tottenham, then playing against Forest again. So I think anything is still possible. And moreover, they're not in an excellent form.
Mm-hmm.
So anything is possible for Tottenham. If Tottenham can dream it, they should be able to achieve it. But I think a draw for them is still a good result at Villa Park.
All right, let's do predictions. So let's start with Arsenal Fulham. What do you think?
Arsenal Fulham, 2-1 in favor of Arsenal.
2-0.
Arsenal, clean sheet.
2-1 for Arsenal.
Okay, all right. Let's do Man City Everton. Alex.
Man City Everton, 1-0 in favor of Man City.
1-0?
Yes.
After resting for
1-0 in favor of Man City.
Okay.
1-0 draw.
I don't know how people see it, but this is going to be a very difficult game for Manchester City. Everton is not an easy nut to crack at all. The way they defend and the qualities they have in attack too, and how much physicality they put into the game. And they will be so happy to sit back, see what Man City have for them, and at a point start attacking too. So, and like I've seen Man City this season, and even presently in the last few games, I think they are a team you can get at. You can, especially putting balls behind them, and they have this vulnerability of collapsing at some point. So I won't be surprised if I see it to draw.
A 2-2 draw. Wow. Okay. And let's talk about Chelsea. Chelsea back in the Premier League under McFarlane.
Well, they give result 2-1 in favor of Chelsea.
Chelsea 2-0. Chelsea to win.
2-0. Wow.
They know what's at stake now, so they'll be fighting.
It's a new manager.
They're ready to put in their best.
Personally, I will be disappointed if they lose any match again this season. You don't have any excuse, just keep going. So I'll go for a 2-0.
All right, 2-1. Remember, the next game after this for Chelsea is Liverpool.
I don't expect them to lose it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, you heard it. Everyone has something at stake. Arsenal has the title at stake. Manchester City has the title at stake. Chelsea has European football. And I'm not talking about Champions League anymore. European football, even if in Europa, even if in our Conference League.
FC Noir.
Everything is at stake right now for Chelsea. And of course, for Tottenham Hotspur, relegation stares them very seriously. These are what to expect from the weekend.